So I'm standing in the at the DeHaan School of Art and Design in the Think It, Make It lab, which has a whole series of 3D printing technologies and also 2D cutting and printing technologies, such as a laser cutter that I'm working extensively with in my project. And as a faculty member here, I have a lot of discretion in being able to use these facilities, which is really wonderful. I've been working this past year on a body of work that's focused in on climate change, and really an opportunity to, as an individual, kind of come to terms with what the current kind of state of the climate change crisis is, to take a step back, I guess, and do some research and think about it. And I think I've come up with a body of work that's called The Future is Broken, and it's split up into photography-based work, but also some video projects. The laser etching process is one where essentially you're just burning into the image, and that removes part of the image. And I think it works well as a metaphor to speak about the concern of like climate change, which is really, what we're really talking about is the Earth's climate getting warmer and having more energy in it, and so that's a form, we can think about that as heat, and so the laser is adding heat to these landscapes in a very literal way through the photographs. And so I think it's a nice reference, and I think it helps strengthen the work. I wanted to kind of find a way to speak to landscapes that have personal value to us, because I think in one way that's how we can ascribe meaning and a sense of urgency about climate change, is when it's hard to reckon with what that means when we think about the whole Earth is warming. But when you think about how it might put your specific place that for you is sacred, how it puts that at risk, I think you're that much more focused on the problem and concerned about it, because we care about the landscapes we have memories in. And so that did play a part in where I wanted to go. I wanted to go, at least in part, to places that I had a prior relationship to. I think when I look at the work so far that's been made, I think to a large extent it reflects a sense of lament. A lament of where we're at as a culture, sort of the lack of the political and social will we seem to have to address this issue. And I think there's probably a little bit of anger in there too, because of the frustration that I feel in the moment that we are. I have some hope, I think, that we will find a way forward, but I think there's a lot of sadness in me, and to a degree in the work, about what will kind of be lost in the wreckage of that process of recognizing where we are, what we've kind of done to our planet, and what we need to do to kind of salvage it the best we can. But I don't delude myself either that there'll be a really nice happy ending to this. And so I think that's unfortunate, but I think that's a reality we need to all face.